EC here, and today we're going to be talking about the Legend of Zelda movie and why I feel that Nintendo is going to get this film right, why there's going to be very little issues with this film, and why I feel like it's in safe hands. For those who don't know, Nintendo's obviously heavily involved in the Legend of Zelda movie. They're co-financing the movie with Sony Pictures, but they're financing over 50% of the movie, so over half the movie will be financed by Nintendo. And why that's important is obviously Nintendo is very controlling of its IPs and its franchises. Nintendo always wants to have a say in obviously what happens with its IP, whether it be merchandising, obviously adaptations, all that sort of stuff, toys, all that good stuff. So why does this matter? Well, Nintendo's obviously focused in this situation on getting the film right. Now the film is going to be a live action film, which is kind of iffy to me because obviously I do think Zelda would work in live action. It's one of the few Nintendo franchises I think would work in live action. But I also question if it's really a good idea and why we don't get an animated movie, because obviously animation's obviously a lot better for Nintendo games because of the art styles in a lot of Nintendo games. But I will take a live action Zelda movie. Now, the fact that Nintendo is obviously heavily involved in this film gives me a lot of faith in this project, because whilst I'm not really a fan of Sony Pictures as a company, I do think Nintendo, working with them, and Nintendo is able to, make sure they keep it on the straight and narrow, make sure they adapt the film, adapt the IP right, adapt the movie correctly. I feel like that's a good thing for them, because obviously it's Zelda. Zelda's one of their most iconic franchises. It's probably one of their best selling as well. It's probably, from what I understand, it's probably their third best selling, after Mario and obviously Pokemon, of course. Now, this is quite interesting because Nintendo's been involved in film and TV for quite a while, but obviously most of them have been Japanese exclusive films or series, so we've never really seen many of them in the West. Now, I do think also the fact Nintendo owns their own animation studio, that's pretty good as well. That could have some involvement as well. They could probably be co-producing using that studio. Now, what story would they do? The story they do, I don't really mind what story they do. I don't think a lot of people mind what story they do, as long as they don't make a generic, rescue the princess story. If they did that, that I feel like would be kind of a spit in the face for a lot of the fans. A lot of the fans obviously want just a Zelda story. So if they just make a generic, rescue the princess story, I feel like a lot of people would be annoyed at that. Now, also, I feel like they need to come forward and come out with, obviously, just give us a cast list and whatnot. And I know a lot of people were still a bit concerned for this film, but I personally feel like this film will do really well. Obviously, the Mario movie made over $1 billion, but I also feel like a lot of these concerns will be squashed when the trailer comes out, when there's actually an official trailer for this movie. That's what I think, at least. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you agree? Are you hyped for this movie? Are you worried about this movie? Let me know all that stuff in the comments down below. If you're new here, subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.